my platform. I interview Black entrepreneurs and I review their products on this channel and my YouTube channel, on my website, everything. And tonight, a legend. This is dope. How you doing, Mr. Dane Dash?
I'm good. This is my first day out in 3 months since my son's been born.
Well, off top, I wanted to definitely congratulate you on the baby.
Thank you.
And you just got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Congratulations. And you're looking well.
Thank you.
Like, for those who don't know, Dane has type 1 diabetes, and he's a huge, advocate. He talks about health and wellness and that. You look good.
Thank you. And I'm 49. I'm about to be 50.
About to be 50. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then I'm definitely coming to LA for the turn up. What time?
Turn up. I'm about to.
What time I need to show up? I'll bring a gift and everything.
You can come to LA, but I'll be in Hawaii or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna turn down now at a certain age. I like to relax, chillax, look at some oceans, some waves, listen to some music, and smoke a joint, play with the baby.
Okay.
I'm a retired rock star.
Okay, it's clear. I'll be there for the after party then. Either way, we're definitely going to celebrate your birthday. I appreciate you for coming through, though. This is awesome. We're definitely going to talk about your new streaming app, though. So we got Dane Dash Studios. You launched it like a year or two ago, and now you're relaunching it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So it's movies, it's music, it's interviews.
It's all that.
It's comedy.
And it's a point of view.
All of that.
It's for like-minded people that understand self-empowerment, self-worth, evolution, and deprogramming, doing things on your own, and also quality, taste, that kind of thing, education, health,
absolutely, politics,
things that are going to help us not just talk about it but show you how to actually do it, or observe people that are actually doing it, and absolutely. The innovation in the app, the relaunch, is the fact that while you're watching things and you're inspired, you can buy things. You can buy books, you can buy clothes, you can buy music, you can buy magazines, you can buy food, you can buy jewelry. So this is the new retail. This is where the world is going, but I'm here first. I don't expect everybody to get it. But when you do, remember who was doing it first again.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So we got the app. I wanted to know what made you decide to go with a streaming app opposed to like a network like BET or like Revolt. Like, what was the determining factor? And you would say, you know what, I'm just going to go straight into streaming.
Well, I'm glad you asked me that because I'm actually launching the network over the air in March 1st, DTV. So my thing is I'm going to chew every way I can.
March 1st.
March 1st is going to be terrestrial television in Atlanta, Charleston, and LA. Just to test it out, make sure I could do it before I take on the whole planet. Test drive publicly. But
absolutely. We don't expect anything less from you, sir.
Thank you. So
world domination.
Basically. So the freedom that comes with an app is the fact that you can keep someone in an environment and sell them things, and you don't have to worry about a third party for distribution all the time. As opposed to distribution terrestrially, where I have to have carrying deals and all these things, a lot of politics to get seen, and you don't have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. So I started where I can go first, where I have freedom and have enough power to go where and hang out with people that have been doing it with other people's money for years. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm coming for everything. Everything. Every place that my content can be seen and monetized, it will. On every scale, on every kind of screen, and everywhere where in the galaxy that they're paying attention.
Everywhere. So you hitting all the touch points is what you're doing, and I love it. Now I know
very touchy situation.
You're trying to capture that millennial audience. So tell me, because you're like the ultimate storyteller. You like written movies, you directed movies. I want you to talk about the value of telling stories to capture that millennial audience.
Well, it's about being authentic. You'll capture all audiences. Being real and having quality. You have to understand the attention span of the people we're dealing with the younger generations, but also it's about educating everybody and entertaining everybody and evolving everybody. So to me, it's about just being the best at what you do, quality. And when you have the freedom to do what you want, You don't have to compromise. You can give all that good taste that sometimes people don't recognize or appreciate because they don't know it exists. So you can also showcase the real heroes, the people that are doing the things that are helping others other than themselves. People that aren't just trying to stay where they're at and say anything that they can to be there. People that will say whatever it takes to help others, despite the fact it might hurt them fitting into a situation that doesn't even matter anyway. So I'm showcasing principals, I'm showcasing doctors, I'm showcasing politicians from our culture, all from our culture, and educators, and you know, the history of religion, all of that. Because we don't get the information first.
I watched you on YouTube, and I've seen the different clips where you have people talking about mental health. You have people, and you've been very transparent about, you know, your mental health and health and wellness. You've been transparent about, you know, your diabetes and your family and your children and your fiance now. So I see that you're going to be able to touch a lot of different people, but I know like right now everyone is trying to capture millennials. So I was just wondering, you know, what was your thoughts, you know what I mean, about
I
that?
feel like I'm like the OG.
Everywhere.
You gotta remember, like in 2009 I was creating millennials. You know, I had the galleries and DD 172, creative control. You know, I was doing the art, the DIY, all kinds of music. I'm the DNA of that, you know. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
The fact of the matter is, everything that a millennial appreciates, especially historically, would be me. You know, the authentic history, I'm walking and breathing it. From the style of the clothes people wear to the mentality of what people are thinking right now. You know, it wasn't so popular to be independent back then, but I was very proud and unapologetic about it back then. I'm very consistent in my message.
But you know what? That actually leads me like to my next question, because like when, you know, the 99 to the 2000s, we saw like a lot of hip hop artists, and they were adopting that ownership business model. So they were coming out with fashion lines and perfume and colognes, and
because I was
had his own cell phone. You know what I mean? So
that's why I was doing it, making it look cool. As long as it looks cool, everyone's gonna do it. So the language I talk is cool. Right. So, you know, prior to, you might have thought education was boring and not cool. We're reapproaching that with like the OSG, 90 black principles with swag. That's what I'm in here doing right now. I'm filming curriculum. Right. You know what I'm saying? With principles. I got principles around me. Ain't no rappers in here or actors. There's principles in here.
There's principles.
You know, with books and all. Matter of fact, come on, y'all, bring it, you know. Principal Ra on the West Coast. He got his own school. He got a book coming out. You know, tell them we doing curriculum all the way straight from Harlem.
Principal with clarity.
Principal with clarity.
Young faces smiling.
Young faces smiling, all that.
Okay.
You know, so before I might have been like, yo, this is my new rapper. Nah, these are new authors. These are new storytellers. These are new television showmakers. But the curriculum is in the content. You won't be looking at nothing and not learning. At this age, I can't be doing what's just going to sell. I don't know if it's going to sell. But I know what I'm going to have on my platform is going to teach.
Right.
It might not.
It's about the quality of the content.
Always. It's the quality of the work. The drugs are good. They'll line up and pay whatever you tell them to pay.
Right.
If it's good. It's not about just leveraging celebrity.
This isn't like this. Anybody who, I don't know, you have to be living under the rock, like a rock, to not, you know that this is exactly who you are. Like, you are known to be a king maker. You know, you've had a successful career, and you've assisted other people to be successful themselves. So what I want to know from you is, how do you take a person's capability and their character and develop them into a king or a queen?
It's more
what's your strategy for that?
You know, there's a discipline that comes with that. There's a like-mindedness and a cloth you have to be cut from. So, you know, again, I move as I'm inspired. I'm not ever really looking. And I'm a magnet. I attract the energy I'm given. So when that comes around, the work usually reveals who's going to sustain. You know, there'll be people that I would prefer to be around, whether it's because I'm attracted to them or because they make me laugh. But sometimes they don't have the discipline or the respect for the opportunity to cut the mustard. So then they're cut from this. You know, this is a professional situation. This ain't about what you want to do. It's about what you can do, what you have the ability to do. And what you better have the ability to do is care about others before yourself. You know, you have to be able to help me with my dream while helping yourself with your own. I don't even work with nobody unless they have their own dream. Because you can't build my dream unless you can build your own. You can't care about me if you can't care about yourself. You can't clean my house if you can't clean your own. How you gonna know how?
Right.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. And, you know, that's why I posed the question to you, and you are the excellent person to ask, because you have a track record of success. But then when you also look at the number of people that you've been able to build, like there's no denying that. I mean, I would love to see on your platform on Dane Dash Studios, I would love to see like an apprentice style show.
Well, so you know I did the Ultimate Hustler on BET years ago.
No, I'm saying like I would like to see that again. So that's what I'm saying. So like I would love to see something like that again and continue to like build on.
You heard what I said? Produce it and I'll show up. I'm in the studio. I'm in my studio right now. There's cameras here. You know.
Okay.
Don't give me a bunch of work to do. Let me show up. I'm telling you, I'll give you access. If you make the right show, I'll show up. You get a producer credit.
All right, y'all. All right, now.
You know I'm the dream catcher. If you have a dream, I'll make it come true. So you better watch what you say.
No, I definitely plan on following up.
Will you? Because you live right now. So develop the show. I'll make it. Go ahead.
That's all I needed to hear. If I've been given the green light by Dane Dash, you think I'm not going to follow up? Yes, sir. I will be on your top. I will present.
I'm waiting
directly to you.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting. Right after this, we will be getting together.
So what you just saw is what you just saw.
I've been in contact.
What you just saw is the answer to your question. How do I recognize talent? I give talent an opportunity. If they can deliver, then they're the real deal. So here's your opportunity for me to recognize.
I will.
I don't believe in coincidences. So if you got in front of me, it was for a reason. I'm not going to overlook that.
No, there's no coincidences or accidents.
But I ain't got to look for it. You just do it to. I'm just showing you exactly the way I answer a question is by showing you live. You become the question, the answer to the question.
Right.
You're the answer to the question.
And I appreciate it.
Am I going to be able to recognize talent right now?
I appreciate it.
I hope so. But if you don't show up, say la vie.
I'll show up. You don't have that part to worry about.
All right.
I'll be there.
I can't wait.
Definitely. So now I want to we're everybody is living through this pandemic, we're social distancing and everything. With everything that you've done in your career, can you pinpoint like any one or two or three things that actually prepared you for this moment where we can't physically be in contact with one another, but still able to operate and build businesses?
I think because people were making me sick and I didn't want to be around them, I was like, I got to figure out how to make money by the pool. So I developed a real good way of making residual income for myself. So that when things like this happen, my whole business model is based on being in your own bubble. Being able to touch people without seeing them and feeling them and smelling them. So you can digest and you can access and you can buy everything that I make from your phone.
Right.
Period. So as long as I got product and I had to develop the distribution, which I just did, then you'll be able to access it. If the work is good, you're going to find me. But I'm not going to be hard to find. You'll hear my voice.
Absolutely. And we want to hear your voice. We definitely need your insight and everything that you're continuing to give us. All the content that you have. Like, we want to glean that wisdom. So, I mean, I want to wrap this up. I don't want to keep you all night.
Let me ask you a question.
A lot going on.
Have you subscribed to Dame Dash Studios yet?
Yes, sir.
You checked out the app?
Yes, sir.
What you like on it the best?
What do I like on it the best? I like the cooking shows because
what, Rocky shows?
I mean, right now, we're living in a pandemic, and the last thing I want to do is sit here and just keep eating everything.
As I'm putting a chip in my mouth. You're right.
As you're putting a chip. as you're putting a chip in your mouth.
But I ran my mile today, and I hit the bag. You know what I mean? I get that mile in every day.
Every day.
Most every day, unless my hips is hurting. And if Rocky lets me get in on her yoga, I get in there. But now she does it with my son. Is he gets everything, but it's cool.
Well, hop in there and do the
There's not
yoga
enough
with the
room
baby.
we should be doing that. We went through this. Look on my stories today. You'll see. It's an issue. It's an issue. But make sure you subscribe to Dame Dash Studios. Go to dame-studios.com. The apps will be available in the next couple of days. But, go through there and check it out. Look at the selling capabilities and the innovations with the new functions. If you don't do it with me, you'll see other people do it. Just know I did it first. So when Disney does it and Netflix does it and everybody else, be like they're listening to Dame. Like everybody else been doing. Next, she just froze out. Alrighty then.